2022 Asian Equipped and Classic Bench Press Championships in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. My name is Christina Chamley, and it is my pleasure to announce for you this session, which is in the classic format of bench press. It is a women's session, which will include the 57 kilo class, the 63 kilo class, and the 69 kilo class of body weights, and it will include all age categories in these body weights. So once again, it is the women's classic format of the bench press, and we will soon be underway with a start. But just before we do, I just thought I'd let you know that we have age ranges from sub-junior through junior, open age range, and all the way through to masters levels of lifters here today. As we restart in the Asian region, our regional championships after following the disruption of COVID to championships, we welcome back as many nations as is possible to attend these championships. And it is wonderful to see at least 8 or 9 countries that were able to make it to this year's regionals, and women coming from those nations, sometimes for the first time, to represent and compete out of their own nations and to compete at these sort of championships. And this is what we would love to see more of. Women from all over the world being able and encouraged and interested in attending higher level events other than local and national events, but also being able to go to regional and maybe even world events. At this stage, I would like to give a big thank you to our major sponsors in the IPF, that is SBD and Eleiko, who have been long-standing and very valuable sponsors to the IPF, who have in turn allocated sponsorship to all of the individual regions throughout the world. Of course, Asia is one of those. It's a very large region, and so to receive some of that sponsorship money and equipment has made a huge difference to the development of powerlifting in terms of the competitive powerlifting across the region. So we're extremely thankful to those two sponsors who have made so much of this possible. I'd also like to mention in this year that it is the IPF's 50th anniversary of being ratified as a sport, of coming into being, and we have some wonderful celebrations still to come all the way through to World Championships in November later this year. So it is a very exciting time to be in powerlifting. 50 years old now, this sport has existed in the IPF as the IPF, and the IPF is the largest and most prestigious and most professional of the powerlifting federations in the world. So with that, we have 30 kilos on the bar for our first lifter, who is a 63 kilogram body weight lifter. Her name is Veronika Yakasheva, and she is from Kazakhstan. Veronika comes out, gets herself settled, and makes very short work of 30 kilos. 3 white lights, so now she can put some weight on that bar. And the next lifter is a sub-junior lifter in the 63 kilo class, and she is one of 2 she is a Mongolian lifter in the 63 kilo class, Ganbatar, and she's got 40 kilos on the bar for her opening lift. She is one of 2 lifters in this age and weight category, And the other competitor is also Mongolian lifter. Sub-juniors range in age from 14 to 18 years of age. So great lift there. And we have 40 kilos again for the Mongolian lifter, Kulgana. She is an under 69 kilo lifter in the Masters 1 category, born in 1973. And she is coming out for her opening lift. So as I said, we have 3 different weight categories that you're watching, and we will flick between them. Yeah, incredibly easy. I'm guessing the idea is just to put a really light weight on there for the ladies to get comfortable with being up on the platform and hearing the commands, etc., and then they'll put some weight on it now. So, Ablaeva of Kazakhstan, 45 kilos for her opener. She is also a sub-junior, but she is in the 57 kilo class. As I was saying, 3 different weight classes and quite a few different age classes. So we'll try our best to follow along with who's competing with whom. Ablaeva, born in 2005, weighed in at 53.9. So as long as the athletes weigh in very easy. As long as the athletes get 3 white lights, weigh in under the weight class that they nominated themselves in, they will be able to compete. So if you have nominated to be in the 63 kilo class, when you get weighed in before the competition starts, you need to be under 63. So, Altangarel, 50 kilos on the bar. She's from Mongolia. She is a sub-junior. She is one of 2 Mongolians in that age and weight class, opening a little bit heavier than her teammate. Yep, very nice technique. Plenty of strength, which is why it looks so easy. And these are fairly easy lifts for these ladies, but they are also very good at the technique, making it look super easy. Ayazana from Mongolia now, Masters 1 lifter, 55 kilos on the bar for her opener. She is in her own age and weight category, so with 1 successful lift, she will get a total and get the gold medal. And it doesn't matter what happens after that, she still has the gold medal, and she got that lift. She got 3 white lights, so she's on the board. So now we have 55 still for Urambagali. That is her first name. I'm sorry for mispronunciation. She is one of 2 in this age and weight class, 2 Mongolian lifters. And here she is coming out to take her lift. Just gets herself set. She did flex a little bit through the body as she pressed that, and as that gets heavier, she will try and recruit more and more strength from within her body. And the danger is that the hips will come up and the butt will come off the bench then, and that is not allowed. So we'll be keeping our eye on the form of the lifters, especially as it gets heavier, as they try to do everything they can to press the weight. 57.5 kilos now for Dagvadorj. She is a sub-junior in the under 69 kilo class, and she is competing against the Syrian lifter Sukra. So here is Dagvadorj with her opener. Okay, pretty good. I mean, it's 3 white lights, very good, but just mentioning about her technique there. So now, Nyamdash from Mongolia, 60 kilos on the bar for her. She's a junior, and she's in the under 57 kilo class. She is in her own age and weight class, so no one to compete with here, just her own goals. Okay, see what the refs say. And she got 3 white lights. So, Basanjav, Mongolia, junior lifter, under 63 kilo class, 62.5 kilos for her opener. She's competing against another Mongolian who will open at 65 kilos. Again, she's using power from her whole body to get it to come off the chest. Not enough pecs there alone. And you're seeing that jolting movement through her hips and her trunk. So now 65 kilos for Batsuk. She is the direct competitor of that young lady. So let's see how she benches 65.
Batsuk Sindhu.
Here she comes. She takes her 65. Yep, deals with that very well. And 3 white lights for her, so she's underway. I kind of suspect that the suit she's wearing is not a approved suit. We've seen a bit of that here. And here we have Batkarshig. 67.5 kilos. She's an open category, age category. Yeah, that's lovely and strong.
Good lift.
And a good lift. Shama, I think it's pronounced Shama. Shama Sukra of Syria, 70 kilos on the bar for her. Opening lift.
Sukar Shaima
Yep.
of Syria.
So she's going to come out. I believe she's got one other competitor in her age and weight range. Yes, it's a Mongolian Dagvadorj. So if she gets this one, she could be pretty safe for the gold medal. But I happen to know that there's something more important to her even than that. As she takes her 70. Very strong. Yeah. So Shama really wants the numbers that she wants. She wants she wants all of her attempts. That's important to her. She has those goals. So Narantura from Mongolia now, opening on 80. These are starting to get just that more significantly heavier openers. And the next three ladies will take 80 as their opener. So this is the top weight for the openers for this group of three body weights. Now, Narantura is in the under 57 kilo class, and so is her direct competitor, Badam. So this is a really good opener for such a light body weight. Yeah, very powerful. And now Badam, her direct competitor, is coming out. Both open aged lifters. And Badam is just a fraction lighter. Okay. Adam's born in 1975. Yeah, she's actually M1. And she's lifting in the open category, so that's great. Oh, very short range of movement there. And 3 white lights. I don't know if she hurt her wrist. Oh, she's cramping in the hand? I think she's got a cramp in her fingers. It's Mariah from Kazakhstan now to be our final lifter, who's taking 80 kilos as her opening attempt. She's an under 63 kilo open lifter, and she's competing against another Kazakhstan lifter, but she is way off the pace. So with this, Mariah will get the gold medal. Oh my goodness, she had to work to get that off the chest. But she got 3 white lights, so that's great. So that might have surprised her a little bit. but she got 3 white lights. We have 3 referees who are adjudicating these lifts, and when I say the lifter gets a white light, it means they got an approval. That's an approval from that referee, so that's a good lift from them. So a white light is what you want. It means, yes, you got it as far as that referee is concerned. If they believe you did not get it for a number of reasons, they will give you a red light and a small colour next to it to indicate possibly what one of the reasons is that you didn't get it, what the infraction was. So now here's Veronica. She's come back out for her second attempt. We're getting through all our second attempts now. Just 5 kilos more, 35 kilos. She seemed to be held down there for a long time. Don't know whether there was a question on whether she got a touch, but she got 2 white lights, and that's as much as you need. You only need 2, you don't need all 3. So she is fine. Gan Batar now, 45 kilos for her second lift. Sub-junior. So 45 kilos, she weighs 60.5 kilos. And she's very young, so she's got a lot of development to come. A lot of strength gains, a lot of technique improvement. .45, excellent.
Good lift.
It's a good lift, and she got 3 white lights, and that's obviously the best you can get. Kulanga, 45 kilos
45 kg.
as well.
Kulgana of Mongolia.
Masters 1. Even though we're at regionals, some of these ladies may not have been lifting very long, maybe relatively new to the sport within the last year or 2 or so. So, still developing their strength. Yeah, good work. I mean, powerlifters are always developing their strength no matter what, but meaning to say these weights are quite light, and by way of explanation is they perhaps may be quite new to weight training. Okay, 50 kilos for Ablaeva, a sub-junior in the under 57 kilo class. I also find it interesting in these kind of lifting sessions with lots of different weight categories and age categories, all the different setups, how the lifter approaches the bench, how they get themselves positioned, take the bar, hand position. Yeah, very easy. 3 white lights. So not many of these lifters are being particularly challenged by these weights. You can tell by their demeanour as well. They're very calm, they're not stressed, they're not fiercely intense. It's because they are extremely confident that they can lift that weight. Alton girl, 55 kilos for her second attempt. With this, she will definitely secure her gold medal against her competitor, Gan Batar. Ooh. Just having a little bit of effort there. It's a good lift.
Good lift.
Perhaps it still looks very easy to the untrained eye, but there was a little bit of effort involved there.
Uran Baigani of Mongolia.
Urambai Gali, 62.5. I don't think she'll be any threat to Batkishig of Mongolia. It's possible, but unlikely. Okay, so she's lifted her butt straight off the bench and still couldn't bench it. So this is the issue, is she perhaps does not have the strength for that. So she's trying to recruit more muscle, more power from anywhere. And I think I saw that in the first lift, that she didn't have much more in her. Ayurazana, 65 kilos, so 10 kilo jump. That is quite a significant jump at this low weight on the bar. So she will certainly notice the extra 10 kilos. And there you have it. That is actually too heavy for her. So that jump was, quite unnecessary. She hasn't got any competitors. She could have taken a 5 kilo jump and then tried that on the third, and she may well have had a better chance at it. But I don't think she'll get that the next time round. Dagvadorj, 65 kilos, sub-junior. Approaching body weight, not quite, but nearly body weight bench for a sub-junior. So that's great. Great to be able to do such as a youngster. It's not common in women to be able to do that. And she's not going to do it. I think she might struggle with that even in a second attempt. These ladies do not have much range of what they can tolerate to go up and get the lift. They do not probably have the capacity to grind. That's a capacity that's developed over time as a lifter, generally speaking, although I have seen a couple of sub-juniors. I saw a sub-junior male grind in a way that was really respectable. So you'll find with some younger lifters in terms of lifting age that as soon as it feels heavy, they can't persist with it. Niam Dash now 67.5 kilos, another reasonable jump, especially at her light body weight. Yeah, it's going nowhere. They do not have the pec strength to even get it off the chest. So in classic lifting, there is, there is nothing you can do. If you can't get it off the chest, you don't even have a chance to try and muscle it out. So 67.5 kilo now for Basanjev. There she is. Yeah, she's one of two in this weight and age class. She's gone up 5 kilos from her first lift, which is a reasonable amount. See how the refs saw it? Yes, 3 white. So it's pleasing to see someone getting their second.
70 kg.
70 kilos now on the bar for Batsuk. Batsuk is being pursued by her competitor, Basanjav. Basanjav put in 72.5 for her third. So this is a must-get lift. She's still got pressure from her competitor. Oh, that looked good from my side. Yes, she got the lift. 2-1.
70 kg. What she did?
I think she might have felt a little lightheaded when she got up then. Okay. Bat Kershig, 70 kilos for her as well. Only a 2.5 kilo jump from her first attempt. And this is what I'm talking about. That is not unreasonable or unusual at these low weights. Yeah, good. And it's not shocking to their system.
75 kg.
That small increment is not terribly shocking and they get a chance to really work on it. Whereas if you put, too much on there, all of a sudden, it can feel a whole lot heavier and your technique can start to break down. You do things a little bit differently. Your timing's different. So here's Shaima. 75 kilos on the bar for her. We have seen her bench this before, earlier in the week. So we presume she's good for it. Oh, that was very quick down, very quick up. So very powerful young lady. 3 white lights.
New Asian record sub-zero.
And she is here for the next lift. She's here for 80 kilos. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to go on for the third. Narantura, 82.5. She got her 80 kilos on her first lift. And her competitor put in 87.5. So this athlete is only going up that small amount. She's judged that she is most likely to get this, but not, say, 85 necessarily. She doesn't want to do that to herself. So she's chosen an attempt weight that she is more confident she is likely to get. Great little setup there. Very compact lifter and great leverages for her benching. She's a bit lightheaded too. So she got that lift 2-1. And that was a good attempt selection, I believe. Mariah, 85 kilos now. She's an open lifter who's got another Kazakh lifter that she's competing against, but not really because she's a long way in front. So this lady, Mariah, will get the gold. And 85 for her second attempt. And she weighs 62.2. So you can see she's gone, well above her body weight here. Yep. So in that lift, you can see it's slower off the chest, but once it gets off the chest a couple of inches, she had a lot of speed. So that shows you where her strength is. And in many women, the pecs are relatively weaker compared to, say, their triceps, etc. So this is where you see it either very slow off the chest or not at all. And then it'll speed up. If it gets off the chest, it'll speed up because they can actually press it with the other muscles that are involved after that. So here's Badham, 87.5 kilo. competing as an open, but she is actually entitled to compete as a Masters 1 due to her age, and maybe she wanted some competition. Masters will do that, and so will juniors. She's got some great mechanics there. She's got a small body and really great proportions that she can get a wide grip, and the bar does not have to move terribly far. But don't get me wrong, she is very, very strong. She is very strong, and she's done a lot of work to get that strong. But just saying that her proportions and... Oh, the jury's just come over and said that it was overruled. She did not get the lift, and that she actually pressed before the referee said press, and that is obviously not allowed. Veronica now, 37.5. This is quite usual to see a slightly larger jump from the first to the second and a smaller jump from the second to the third attempt. Oh, she got that off the chest. That's good. And she gets 3 white lights, so she goes home with 3 out of 3 lifts, which will be a great feeling that she got all her lifts. Kulgana now 47.5 kilos. I'm sure she wants to go home with 3 out of 3 lifts. Some might think this is quite a lightweight to see at regionals, but let me tell you, most women can't bench this. Oh, and she's not benching it today either. Okay. Just not enough power at the bottom, loses her compression, just can't move it. So she's happy anyway. She's off the platform and she's got her gold medal, but she's just got 2 out of 3 of her lifts. Gambatar now, sub-junior, coming out with 52.5, so a bigger jump from her second to her third lift. She can't get the gold from here, as her competitor has already benched more than she has. And so she still will get the silver, and let's see if she can cope with another 7.5 kilos. Oh, yes, she can. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it just seems to me that she could have started higher, and there may even be another 2.5 in there. So she probably didn't get her absolute maximum today. And nonetheless, it's a great learning experience. After every competition, the athlete should reflect on what they learnt, make some notes, because it's amazing what you'll forget, and make some notes to yourself about what you learnt from the competition day, what you'll do again, what you won't do again, how to think about yourself, your attitude, your thoughts. You know, a lot of lifters come back after a competition and say, I really need to back myself more. So, Ablaeva, 55 kilo. Oops, not today. So she looks at the coaches smiling. Oh my goodness. You see what happened there? Yeah, that's cute. Okay, bar loaded now for Altangarel, 57.5. She feels she's got just one little increment left in her. And she does not need any more than what she's already got. She's got the gold now. So she doesn't feel she needs to have a look at 60, for example. Let's just get 57.5 today. Don't think so. Just got stuck with it. So she's missed that one, but she is the Asian champion in her age and weight class, and she's thoroughly unhappy with herself about that, if I read her face correctly. We find the women take it quite hard, quite personally, if they miss a lift. It's possibly why they're very, very careful about their attempt selections, because they actually get a sense of failure if they miss a lift and don't want to experience that feeling. 62.5 kilos is a jump up from the 62.5 kilos, same as the one she missed in the second round. And that's not going anywhere either. So she'll have to settle that she got her opener only, which is something to be thankful for. She'll go home with a silver medal. Okay, I think we've got 65 on the bar now. Yes, 65 on the bar for Ayazana. She missed the 65 on the second. If you recall, this was a 10-kilo jump from her first to her second lift, which looked manifestly too heavy for her. So maybe she's been able to tweak something and get coach to give her some advice that she can do something a little differently that might help her here. That was never going to work. So that was just way too much to put on her, an extra 10 kilos like that. Anyway, she has got her opener as well, which, because there's hardly any competition, means that lifters can just get their opener and get a medal here. Dagvadorj, 65 for her again. She'll get the silver no matter what. And what will happen after championship is all the lifters will go home and have their programs written up for their next cycle of training based on new numbers. No. And go back to the drawing board in terms of their volume work and their intensity work and all their other assistance bits and pieces to build strength for the next championship, or maybe just an event at some local level competition. Niam Dash, 67.5. She's going to take this again. So we had an absolute sea of red, meaning people missing their lifts in the second round, and it's not improving greatly in the third at all. So these ladies, a lot of these ladies had one lift and are struggling to get any more. Wow, you don't see that often. And she didn't get it. She's lifted she's lifted off the bench, and that's why I couldn't understand how that really happened, and I wasn't able to see her on the bench there. So her butt's come up, and both side refs have seen it very clearly. Okay, 72.5 kilo for Basanjav. She did get her second attempt, so that was great. And she's added another 5 kilos on this one. And she will temporarily go into first place over Batsuk with this lift. Batsuk will get a chance to come out and get on top of it. Oh, wow. Okay, how'd they see it? Yes. And she's pretty thrilled about that. So here comes Batkishig. 72.5. She's the gold medalist in her age and weight category. Wow, lovely strong. And that is an example of very well chosen attempt selections, which is rare in this session. Batsuk, 75 kilos now for her final lift. This is her trying to get her gold medal back that she was sitting on. Basanjav just nudged in front of her with her last lift. Now she must get this to get her gold medal. Otherwise she'll get the silver. Okay, I'm just going to see how the refs saw that. Oh, they've given 3 white lights and she's thrilled. So she's got her gold medal. Okay, we're in the home stretch now. 80 kilos on the bar for Shaima.
Created a new Asian record for sub-juniors, 69 kg, by clearing 75 kg. Now for a third attempt, she's called for an attempt of 80 kg. If he clears that, she'll be bettering her own record.
Okay, so this is an Asian record, and apparently the 75 was as well. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of that. And 80 kilos to put 5 more kilos on top of the record. So she's trying to protect the record for future lifters to come along and break it by getting some beef on it. Hey, I think she's got it. And she has. She got it that time. Good one. Good job, Shaima. Congratulations. Good one, Coach. That's nice to see, an Asian record and a gold medal. Naranchura, 90 kilos. She's an open lifter. So, she's elected for 90. Her competitor has elected for 92.5. So, there's a little bit of pressure on her. She's safe in the gold medal at the moment, but her competitor's going to try and get her in the last lift. Oh. No, she hasn't got in, and actually her butt was never on the bench. So she knew she didn't have that in her. So she's finished on 82.5. Now, Badam, the Wait on, we've moved to a different group. Okay. No. Badham has put 92.5 on there, and that may have been
It is Badam
to push
Adnan
her
Sihit of Mongolia.
competitor up. But the 92, currently sitting in silver shears, the 92.5 just may be a bit much for her. She missed the 87.5. So how's it going to go with another 5 on top? And she's doing everything she can to be competitive. No, and you will recall that she missed that second lift because she beat the call. So she may have thought,
Maria is a lifter.
but she's bitterly disappointed. She really wanted that gold, I think. And that's how it goes. So, Mariah, 92.5 for her. She's got both her lifts so far. And the way she's been benching, this is possible. She is our last lift of the session, and it is a 7.5 kilo jump from her second lift. But no, too much. And she ends as the gold medalist in her age and weight category as well. So that concludes the session for the women in the 57, 63 and 69 kilo all age classes. We have the medal ceremony up next.
The medals will be distributed by Mr. Dash Batuga and Chenya Chao, Technical Committee Chairman of the Asian Powerlifting Federation. We opened with a 57 kg. Silver goes to Padam Altan Suvid of Mongolia. Gold medal goes to Narantoya Anoyan of Mongolia. The national anthem of Mongolia. Open. Silver goes to Yakusheva Veronica of Kazakhstan. Gold medal goes to Verhovik Maria of Kazakhstan. The national anthem of Kazakhstan. Open. Mathishik of Mongolia wins the gold. And silver medal goes to Uran Baikali of Mongolia. Uran Baikali of Mongolia, silver. Gold medal, Pathishik of Mongolia. The national anthem of Mongolia. Sub-juniors. Gold medal goes to Ablaeva Ninel of Kazakhstan. National anthem of Kazakhstan. 63 sub-juniors. Silver medal goes to Ganbatar Sumia Suran of Mongolia. And gold medal goes to Altan Gerel Mishitma of Mongolia. National anthem of Mongolia. Six-degree sub-juniors. Silver, Tagwa Dorj Michitma of Mongolia. Gold medal goes to Sukar Shaima of Syria. The national anthem of Syria. '57 juniors. Gold medal Nyamdash Naranjaya of Mongolia. The national anthem of Mongolia. '63 juniors. Silver, Bazaniav Baktishig of Mongolia. Gold medal goes to Batsuk Sengun of Mongolia. The national anthem of Mongolia. '63 kg Master 1, Ayurzana Batsengil of Mongolia. The national anthem of Mongolia. 69 kg Master 1. Gold medal goes to Kulgana of Mongolia. The national anthem of Mongolia. Technical controller, please take the competitors off stage.